How has gendering affected you, such as the way you describe yourself or others?
It's typical to when you see someone to think about, oh, they must be, a prissy girl because they're wearing that. Like I said, the stereotypes are back into that. And with myself, I mean, I can be girly, but I also can be, a tomboy as well. So it's just the stereotypes, I guess.
Well, when I was in high school, I had to watch my little brother and my little sister. So that means caring for little children. You know, I'm a male, so I do know how to cook. You know, so just made a wonderful dinner last night. So I just cooked, and I clean up my room every day. So
Myself, I think it's completely my upbringing. I think it's completely society too. When I was a kid, I was thought of as a tomboy because you could catch me running around with ponytail, wouldn't wear my hair down, ripped jeans, always dirty, playing in the mud with the boys, having a good time, riding bikes, getting all scraped up, broken bones here and there. And then as I got older, my mom and my older sister and stuff, as time went on, they were forcing me in dresses and makeup and hair and stuff, and it sticks after a
I
while.
don't think it's affected me that much because I'm not like the perfect dude. I'm not athletic. I'm not too crazy into video games like most other guys. But I do like to do other things that some would label girl things. Like, I like to cook. It doesn't get me down. I still do it.
It has affected me based on like words that I would use to describe myself. Um, Right. Like the first, if you were to ask me to describe myself, the first thing I would say is determined. And most people would be like, okay, that's a word that can go both ways. Of course. Um, I use words to describe others like that's a girly girl right there, or she's very prissy, or, he's a mama's boy, that kind of thing. To gender others. And some of those words are very stereotypical. Um, but with every stereotype, there's a grain of truth, and I have accepted that. That sometimes, a girl who rather just walk around and be like, "Oh, do to do," that's kind of prissy, and it's okay. How do you plan on approaching gender with your children in the future?
Just like my parents did, they let me be myself, even though I was a girl. I still had to do work. Just be yourself. You don't have to force them to do anything, not to be manly, or girly. So just, if they want to play sports and they're a girl, let them do it. It's fine with me.
I'm gonna teach them the way that I was taught. But I'm gonna kind of jazz it up a little bit. I'm gonna teach them that it doesn't always have to go like that. Males can clean sometimes, cook sometimes, and take care of the kids sometimes too.
Well, I can't help but have certain genderizations because I don't know, when you think about having kids and you think about having that little girl, you're like, oh, I can get her dressed up. I can put her in dresses and shoes and cute clothes and do her hair. And then when you have a boy, which oddly enough, I really do. I'd rather have a boy. Um, you know, Taking them to sports, playing baseball and football and getting them involved and going here and going there and just, watching them grow up. I think it just happens. I think genderization is just one of those things that's been around forever that we all just think that's the way we should be. And I think it's pretty much inevitable, oddly, but as long as you love your kids, it really doesn't matter.
I think I'll just let my kids do whatever they want. Like, whatever they want to do, they can go ahead and do it. Like, I'm not gonna put them on a strict path. Like, oh, you're a boy, you have to do sports and do this and do that, and you're a girl, you have to play Barbie dolls and dress up.
Plan on approaching gender in a non traditional way. I will let them decide what they want to do based on society and let them know that it's okay if you like this. You don't have to be considered a tomboy, or just because you want to dress well, you don't have to be considered a metrosexual. And if you want to have your room be yellow, that's fine. If you want your room to be pink and you're a guy, that's fine too. I will let them have the free reign to express themselves in a way that is fitting to them. For the viewers, How would you describe your upbringing?
Well, I was the only child, and we own a lot of land, and we have cows and horses and all that. So, the typical boy farm work, well, I had to do that. So, it wasn't all prissy girl for me. So, I can get dirty too.
I was brought up in a single parent home. My mom was always at work, so I missed out on a lot because I had to take care of my little brother and sister. So I had to cook, I had to clean, I had to watch them. So I guess that had a little bit of gender in it, I guess.
Upbringing was great. I love my family. I got the really girliness from my mom and my sister and my aunts. And my dad also brought in that side, Of course, he was like, okay, just girls can't do everything. But I was the 14, 15-year-old going to the gun range with my dad, learning how to shoot a gun. And I was so excited. And the boys in school were like, what? I'm from Pittsburgh. And any girl in Pittsburgh can drink beer, watch football and hockey, and we know the rules better than some boys do. And we can have fun with the best of them. So it's just, I think it's different from where you come from, your family, your background, and however you're raised. So I'm happy with the way I ended up, I guess.
Because I was raised like any other boy. Toy cars, video games. I was told to play outside, not to stay inside, do yard work. Outside, always outside.
Brought up in a single parent household with my mom, although my dad was there all the time up until 8th grade. And I was just always like considered the princess because I liked pink, and so everybody always thought, oh, Pink, she's such a princess, let's give her this, let's give her that. And my sister, she was more of the tomboy, but like in an artsy kind of way. So we both grew up being like I don't like opposites of each other. I enjoyed my upbringing. My mom was very feminine, but technically she had to play mom and dad, and I think she did it in a very elegant way because there was no way you could be like, oh, that's very manly of her, but she was the head of the household and she was taking care of things. She was bringing home the bacon, and basically that was my upbringing.